Hello, warriors. Welcome to the You Movement. I am B. It is just gone about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm hopping on to do a video because I've had multiple people get in touch with me telling me that they feel like they're in crisis, they're suffering, they're overwhelmed, and they feel like they're dying. And what the hell is happening? So ego death is happening, is what is happening. And it can be very overwhelming, an experience. So this video is an emergency how to handle it video. Now, I've done lots of videos already on the subject, and please feel free to go into the Dark Night of the Soul playlist and watch as many videos as you want there. But ultimately, that feeling of panic, that, oh my God, I don't want to experience this feeling, is the telltale warning sign that a release, a purge is imminent. You know, it's coming. And our old ways of coping aren't working for us. So whether that be, as one of them said to me, food, or another one may have used something else, you know, like, so we use all these different tools and techniques to keep all these emotions at bay for our entire life. And then the awakening comes and you can feel it coming on. Like, you can feel a wave and you're like, kind of like uncomfortable, and you're trying to distract yourself, and distraction isn't working, and maybe there's an impulse to go eat everything, or maybe there's an impulse to, I wish I could smoke or have a cigarette or call a friend, or, you know, what can I do? What can I do? Because I don't want to do exactly the thing that I need to do. And what is it that you need to do? Is you need to go into it. You need to surrender to it. You need to let go of trying to resist it and succumb to it. And that's terrifying. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a safe place, our bedroom, our bed. Set yourself up so that you're in a safe environment to be able to release. Next, we're going to get ourselves as much as we possibly can in the observer, being aware of the fact that what is actually happening is one of your traumas. So an inner child wound is arising. The emotional frequency of a childhood trauma that's been locked in you is arising. And when it arises, that brings you into child mind, into child consciousness. So we need to understand that there's more than one thing at play here. We have to observe, that's our soul self. We have to observe that our child mind is freaking the fuck out. And so then our observer needs to get into the inner parent. So we've got a whole performance going on at the same time of many roles that we're playing, because the inner child is coming up to be released. And with it, probably some shadow. And that shadow might be, as I said, an impulse to eat, an impulse to behave a certain way, an impulse to, you know, because it's the shadow that has kept that inner child wound repressed. And we need to ask the question through compassionate inquiry, what did my child or myself at that age, what did I need then that I didn't get? And I have to give it to myself now. So what I have needed is a lot of compassion. You know, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I repeated that like 100 million times as I was going through the grieving process, allowing these trapped emotions to come up and come out. So get yourself into your bed where you're safe and comfortable and warm, and, you know, get yourself a stuffy, get nice, cozy clothes on, get yourself into a safe little cocoon. Man, You're going to lie with one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly or wherever is comfortable. If that's comfortable, because that signals you are safe to start releasing now. That signals the body, we're safe. I've got you. Otherwise, you can hold yourself in an embrace. You can stroke your legs and touch your body, physically touch your body. It's okay. You're okay. It's okay to be fearful. It's okay to have anxiety. You are safe. You are safe. I am here with you. You're saying to your inner child, I am here with you. You are safe. It's going to be okay. This too shall pass. Everything's going to be okay. Shh. Rocking is somatic movement. When energy is blocked, a movement allows it to release. So a slight rocking, whichever way is comfortable. Often I'll be in bed on my hip and just be rocking and rocking and rocking. So any type of somatic movement that feels comfortable to you, I highly recommend. And then, if you need some assistance in reparenting yourself because you've never done it before, please check out the Meditations with B playlist. I have multiple meditations that I've put in there as guided affirmations to help you get through a purge, to help you release, to help you integrate the child self, to help you retrieve, so soul retrieval, pull back that child self into oneness, into wholeness with your soul, because it's like a fractured aspect of yourself has been lost in the dark for a period of time. And so now as it's coming up, there's a feeling of timelessness. There's a feeling of confusion. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen? Something bad feels like it's going to happen. Nothing bad is going to happen. Everything is going to be okay. Please use the resources of the affirmations that I've created for you to remother and reparent yourself so that you can learn how to do it yourself. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you know what you need to hear. And maybe it's, I'm so sorry. Maybe it's, I love you. Maybe it's, I'm proud of you. Maybe it's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. You are safe. I'm going to keep repeating, you are safe, because the nervous system doesn't feel safe when it's reintegrating. These traumas are bubbling to the surface and the mind is in a state of panic. So the worst thing that we can do is panic about the panic, right? So we need to be in our observer that, oh, I'm observing that panic is arising with me. And then succumb to the panic attack. It's the running from the panic attack that makes the panic attack worse. And there's been many times I've laid in bed with a panic attack, and now ice is particularly useful for a panic attack. Put some ice on your chest and just hold it there. Even a cold shower. There have been many times when it was panic was the particular emotion of getting myself into a cold shower, and for 60 seconds to 90 seconds, just 1, 2, 3, 4, like under freezing cold water, and then getting out, because that like resets the nervous system to help get it out, and then have nice warm chamomile tea, extra chamomile in there, and then back to bed. But you're going to have to let the tears come. You're going to have to let the screams release. You're going to have to let the wails and all those sounds. And it's crazy when they're coming out of you. You're going to be like, oh my God, I sound like a 4-year-old. I sound like a 6-year-old. Yeah, that's because you're reintegrating the wounded aspect of yourself out from the shadows and bringing it home. bringing it home. And so that's when you hold that little child and you say, oh my God, you didn't deserve what happened to you. You did not deserve what happened to you. You are safe now. I'm going to hold you and I'm going to make sure nothing like that ever happens to you. You are safe. And so what's happening is what's been described as ego death is actually the shadow aspect that has held that child is what dies, and this gets reintegrated into wholeness. The child gets reintegrated in, and that's why I say there's multiple moving parts while you're going through this spiritual sensation of what is described as ego death during your dark night of the soul. And it's trauma release is what it is. It's integration. There's so many different terminologies that are basically all describing the same thing. And what you need to remember, what's most important that you need to remember is that you will get through it. This is happening for you to help clear, to help purge, to help purify, to help bring you back into your fullness of soul self. And so we're retrieving all these little lost aspects of ourselves, and it's terrifying. So you are not alone if you are going through these dark. Please reach out if you are very, very scared. Please listen to the Meditations with B playlist and get some there. Like, I've had people in the past tell me that they've had it on auto repeat all night. Like, just download it off the internet and put it on an auto, or if there's a way to put it on auto so you can listen to it through a night, just so that you can re-soothe. It's about soothing and comforting yourself through the grief. You have to go through the grief. That is the healing. You have to cry. That is the healing. That is the way. That is the process. There's no way around it. There's no meditation you can do that's like has you sitting and like pushing those thoughts away. There's no pill that can be taken. There's no drug that's going to like, all that's going to do is keep it at bay. It's going to keep it at bay until one day it's not going to work anymore and you're going to be overwhelmed with it. And that's exactly when the healing begins, is when you're completely overwhelmed with it and you have to release it. Even tonight, I had another release of grief and I'm like, I can do this. I'm no longer scared of it. You have to realize these emotions that we're scared of, we're more scared of the consequence that used to happen when we had those emotions, which is why we trapped them away in the first place. You don't need to be scared of the emotions. All they are is emotions. They're energy in motion. And once they go make their way through you, they're gone. That's all they are, is energy. So they can't hurt you, your emotions. The fear that you have is associated with when I was a child and I experienced emotion, I would get in trouble, or I would get rejected, or I would get abandoned, or I would get ridiculed, that's what the fear is. The fear is from the consequence of having the emotion, but there is no consequence anymore. You are safe to feel. You are finally safe to feel what you weren't safe to feel when you were 11, when you were 6, when you were 3, whatever age you were. You were finally safe. You hold space for yourself to be safe, to finally process through those energetic memory. And listen, you have my absolute compassion. I know how challenging it is to process through this stuff, but I will repeat. Go to bed, lie down, get somewhere safe and warm and comfortable, and allow yourself, say to yourself, no distractions, say to yourself, it's okay to feel this now. I am giving you permission to feel this now. I'm going to hold space for myself while I feel this now. I am so sorry you feel like this. I am so sorry that happened to you. I am so sorry that they did that to you. I am so sorry that you feel like this. You have every right to feel like this. You've done nothing wrong. Your feelings are perfectly normal. It's okay. Everything is going to be okay. You will get through this. This too shall pass. And that's the type of affirmations that are on those meditations with B in that playlist there. So please check those out. I'm sending everybody lots of love that is going through Dark Night of the Soul right now and going through emotional purges and emotional flashbacks and returned into child mind and trauma releases and ego death and reintegration of your full, whole self. I'm sending you so much love. I love you. I love you. You are going to be okay. Peace. Peace is what's coming.